Hey everybody, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a get ready with me / project pan sort of thing. So I have a few products that I want to focus my use on so I can use them up. And so I figured instead of just showing you the products, I would actually put them on my face because I need something on my face. So let's just dive in. At the moment, I have my brows on that always look way crazier on camera than they do in the mirror. So I don't know what that is, but I have my brows on, ABH Brow Definer in Taupe. I have a little eye primer on, the Wet n Wild Fergie eye primer, and my skin is clean, moisturized, SPF'd. We're good to go. So the first thing I want to use up is this e.l.f. Aqua Primer Mist. I like this. I love the packaging. It's really cute. I just have a bunch of primers hanging around all of a sudden. And well, honestly, I feel like I can use this up the quickest. So might as well do that. Especially since it's been cold and it's not refreshing to spray cold liquid on my face. What I've been doing, and you can also do this if the spray, the nozzle, that's the word, on your bottle is maybe not the greatest, because I've certainly heard mixed things about the spray. Mine works pretty well. It can get a little clumpy now and then, but that doesn't sound good, does it? But I just spray more than I need, as one does, on a cotton round and just spread this around. Now, I don't think this really primes as far as, you know, filling in pores or making my makeup last any longer, but it does have some good skincare ingredients and it's a little bit hydrating, so it feels nice on my skin. I already do have my brows filled in, but another thing that I want to use up is this e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Gel stuff. It's not, I probably wouldn't repurchase it. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. But it is nice for adding a little bit of texture. I don't find that it holds great throughout the day. But if you want just a little something to run through your brows, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you can definitely try this. I think it was $2 maybe. Next up is this Ulta Demi-Matte Foundation. I've talked about this before. I would like to use it up before I have some other things that I really want to purchase or try out, but I would like to clear this out of my collection first. It's not a bad foundation. It looks pretty nice when it's first applied, but it just doesn't last very well on my skin. The coverage is pretty nice. The color's a pretty good match. This is classic Ivory, and the packaging is really nice. It has this pump on the top. I'm not doing much on my eyes, so I'm just going to go right into to my skin. And I'm going to put that on with the Real Techniques Sculpting Brush. So I usually spread that through the center of my face and then use the brush to blend out. Just going to add a little more to my nose. I'm a little more red there. The next product is a concealer, and this is from Wet n Wild, the Illumi-naughty Highlighting and Concealing Pen. It's in the shade Ivory Into You. I really enjoy this. I have another backup under my sink. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be good to use by the time I get to it, but I wanted to use this up because, again, I don't need to have several concealers open at the same time. This one has been open longer. I also have the Photo Focus concealer, which I like a lot, in light ivory. That one is a much newer product in my collection, so I figured I'd tackle this one first. Still have some redness. My skin is calming right the hell down, which is nice. But I still have some little red spots where I have my hormonal breakouts. Now, I keep saying that I have hormonal breakouts. I have not, full disclosure, I have not gone to a dermatologist about it. anything like that. I just gently assume they're hormonal breakouts because those tend to happen on people's chins, jawline, and it is a cyclical thing for me. It doesn't matter what products I'm using. I'll be using the same routine that's worked out really well for my skin for a month, and then all of a sudden get this breakout on my chin. So I think it's pretty safe to say that's a hormonal issue and not a product issue. If a product does not agree with my skin, I tend to get breakouts elsewhere. On my cheeks, I never break out on my cheeks except if a product isn't agreeing with my skin. This powder has been in pretty much every get ready with me tutorial thing I've done for a little while. This is the NYX No Filter powder. It's in the shade Porcelain. It's a nice powder. It's pricey for a powder. Especially, I always used to get I'm using, by the way, e.l.f. Complexion Brush. I'm just going to use that to set everything, including under my eyes. I have always used the Wet n Wild Coverall powder. Not the new one that looks very much like this, actually, but the old school $3 one that I really like. I don't really notice much of a difference between that and this, which is $12, I think, $11 or $12. This might have a slightly softer finish, just a little bit more, a little less matte. These are all, except maybe for the foundation. The foundations, I feel like, I can justify having a few different at the same time because they might have different finishes, different coverage levels, but things like concealers, powders, unless you have different colors or different finishes that you prefer in those items. I don't really. So those are, I only need one at a time. So that's why I'm trying to kind of get through. Next, I'm going to put some mascara on. This is the Essence Lash Princess. I'm trying to use this up. I have, maybe not a great habit of opening multiple mascaras at a time, because I'm impatient and I want to try all the new things that I get, But I've just kind of been reaching for this mascara a lot recently, so I figured let me just stick with it and finish it up. So the last product that I want to finish up, work through, concentrate on is this lip pencil from Sonia Kashuk. This lip pencil from Sonia Kashuk, it's one of their Velvety Matte lip crayons. It's in the shade Raspberry Nude. I shared this in my hot pink berry lip collection video, and it's a really pretty color. I really like the formula, but it also, I can't take it anywhere. It doesn't close well. It doesn't close completely. It's like it gets stuck. It gets air stuck in the cap, and so it's not secure. So I don't feel comfortable bringing it out with me unless it can maybe be in its own. I don't know. I can throw it in a plastic bag or something just in case, but I hesitated to throw it away because it's not a terrible product. So I figured, well, let me kind of focus on this, and anytime I either don't have a specific other plan for my lips or I need some sort of hot pink, then I'll just use this. I'm going to put this on and then I'll do the rest of my face with whatever. I don't mind too much that I can't take this with me because it does last quite well. So that's the lip on. It is a really nice formula. It reminds me of the Milani mattes because it has that cushiony, velvety, get it, feel on the lips. So it doesn't make me feel like my lips are shriveling up. Like the Milani mattes, it doesn't last all day with no changes because it's comfortable, but it is matte. It's a beautiful color. And actually, oh my gosh, I can use this as my blush. Just gonna dot a little on using an e.l.f. small stipple brush. Hey, that's really pretty. All right, well that will help use this product up a little quicker. All right, so I do want to put on a little highlighter just for fun. What I'm going to use is an oldie but a goodie. This is an e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow in the shade Enchanted. And I think I'll also use this on my eyes. So I'm taking a small tapered brush from e.l.f. Has that nice kind of glistening sheen rather than glittery sheen. Yeah, I know. It's pretty. All right, I could very happily leave it at this, but while I'm here, I have some time to kill. Well, there are plenty of other things that I could be doing, like the dishes. I'm just going to use what I have around. So I've been using the e.l.f. blush palette. I was going to use one of these blushes until it occurred to me to just use the Sonia Kashuk. There is a bronzery shade in here, so I'm going to take that into my crease with an e.l.f. crease brush. Just nice and light. Yeah, lighter than that. Just because it's here. I'm going to use the e.l.f. eyeshadow highlighter thing on my lid. Might as well add a little extra definition, a little extra warmth. Now something super exciting, I just got a text from a friend of mine who is a rent head like myself, if anybody's familiar with the Broadway musical Rent. And it is in Providence this weekend, and she invited me because they have a deal where if you wait in line for an absurd amount of time, you get cheap tickets. I don't mind waiting in line. It's supposed to be a pretty nice day, not rainy. And so we're going to go on Sunday. So nice little surprise, something to look forward to. So I'm really excited about it. It's been a long time. I've seen the show live a few times, including one with a couple of the original cast members. Although she's seen it on Broadway with all of the original cast members, which is pretty awesome. So that will be really fun. Nice to have those little pick-me-ups. Okay, and then I'm just going to use that same highlighter, eyeshadow. I'm just going to put it on with my finger. I considered grabbing the NYX glitter primer just to see what that would do to it, but I'm lazy. That'll be another day. No day but today. Anyway, I'm gonna blend that in a little bit with that crease brush. All right, so that is the finished look. I'm gonna put on my specs so you can see what it looks like with glasses. This is a different pair of glasses, still new. Just a quick recap on the things that I am trying to focus on and use up. We have the Ulta Demi-Matte Foundation in Classic Ivory, the NYX No Filter Powder in Porcelain, the Wet n Wild Illumi-naughty Highlighting and Concealing Pen in Ivory into You, the e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Gel, and the Sonia Kashuk Velvety Matte Lip Crayon in Raspberry Nude. So I will just keep you posted, I guess, on those. So maybe at the end of the month, I'll check you in with my progress, or when I hit pan or empty them. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to work it. If you have a preference, if you want to keep kind of tabs on a weekly or monthly basis, or if you don't care until they're gone, let me know, and I'll do that. So I hope this was an enjoyable video to watch. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, guys.